All right. Hello and welcome to City of Mist tonight. By way of Smallville, we've got one person who is still unable to be here. We are checking out what is happening at a sushi place in the City of Mist that the characters will eventually run into. I'm Michael. Pronouns are he, him, and I'll be GMing tonight. If we want to introduce ourselves.
Hello, my name is Ibrahim, and I use he, him pronouns. I will be playing the same person as last time. We don't switch, right?
Yep, correct.
Okay, then I will be playing Manny, the bar manager.
Hello, my name is Nessa, she, her, and I will be playing as Kim, he, him. He is front of house, so, like I don't know, like the person with the menus who orders the waitresses around. I have only ever been a janitor.
They do
I
not
don't
order.
know what restaurants do.
They order no one around.
Hi, I'm Steve. I'm playing according to the screen here, the server.
Yep.
I don't know what that means, but I'm playing the server.
The guy with the tray.
Yeah, I know what a server is.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
I meant I don't know who he is. Like, I know nothing. I'm coming in blind.
We will find out. Do you two want to go over what had happened last time?
Sure thing. I did not rewatch, so I'm not 100% caught up, but I do have a working memory, or a somewhat working memory. We'll see. So we were at a restaurant, kind of to go through a quick web of our characters. I have a son. I believe that Ibrahim's character is my son's mentor, and I'm worried that Steve's character is trying to shtup my wife. Is he? Oh, who's to say?
Oh, I am.
Damn it. Well, that's canon now. Granted, I'm not worried about you actively doing it. I'm worried that you're trying. So clearly, Kim doesn't have the full picture a lot of the time. Also, Ibrahim's character is not so much a mentor to my son as
more of like a partner in drug dealing.
Yes. So
yeah.
The thing last week was that I was at the front and my son had left a lot of drugs in my trunk for Ibrahim's character, for Manny. And Manny had to get me away from the window so that he could run out and grab the drugs. And while all that was happening, a girl Manny's ex-girlfriend, who is currently seeing...
Yeah. Manny's on again, off again fling, who is currently technically, I think we're off.
Yes.
And I think that she's supposed to be, like, publicly be with
Well, no,
Kenny, I want to say,
Well,
or at least Kenny was interested.
No, Kenny's fiance was hooking up with the server. That was Kim to the tackle rescue last time. Kenny used to be with Emma, and is extremely
Okay.
jealous, and basically would become very jealous if he knew that you two were an on again, off again thing, because he kind of wants to have her still on the side.
Okay, yeah, Kenny's a scumbag.
So Kenny,
Everyone's a scumbag.
yeah. But Kenny, of course, came into the restaurant, and as did the person who was picking up money for money/drugs from Manny. And so we had to navigate that. And then, of course, at that moment, who walks in but Emma, as well as the uh the guy who Kenny was the fiance of the Emma walks in, and Cod and the fiance of Kenny are about to walk out, having just very clearly freshly done the deed. So we have just like a quadrangle. Kim does the only thing that you can do, which is tackle the two of them into the back, even though I hate Cod and the fact that I'm worried he's going to try to take my wife away from me. But I don't want to see I don't want to see both of them get murdered by Kenny, because I don't know a lot about Kenny, but I'm pretty sure he would murder both of you.
He was an enforcer.
And
He would murder us.
Manny, of course, while I'm tackling in one direction, Manny throws a bottle in the other direction and manages to distract them enough away from both that couple and from Emma. So we managed to just juggle the whole scene perfectly. And Cod and the fiance escape out the back, and Manny manages to hide Emma in a big pile of coats, and we bust it down. Sexual style? What do the kids say nowadays?
They don't say that.
Don't say that.
What?
And don't try again.
I'll try my best.
You have your
We
lingo
bust-
revoked.
We bust it down sexual style.
Yes, to be mean to having
What?
done a good job.
Ah,
That's
Don't-
what the kids are saying.
Everyone knows I'm one of them now.
I'm one of. Hello, how do you do, fellow children?
All right, so
How do you do?
Steve, do you have the character sheet up?
I believe so. City of Mist characters. COD server.
Yep, and you'll be able
Yeah.
to give him one. I can't remember why the COD was just a nickname they decided to give because they needed a name for this person. So
Okay.
if you look on that sheet, you'll see the values, relationships, assets, extras, and then locations.
Hold on. What was that?
So if you look on that sheet, you'll see like where in the black bars that go across, you'll see values, relationships, assets, extras, then
Yeah.
locations. Now, what you always roll is a value, a relationship, and an asset.
Value, relationship, method. Okay.
You always roll one of those. The extras and locations are people or places you can roll in that give you an extra bonus. You can only use it twice per session, but that also includes if someone else uses it, they kind of use up one of the things for it. But they give you like an extra die on your total. Because what you're going to do is you're going to roll a certain number of dice. 2 of them are your total. 1 of them is your effect, essentially how hard you hit with it, if you want to think of it that way. So your duty is a D10. This is like, my duty is to me only. Your glory is a D6. It's best not to be seen. Your justice is a D8. I'll give people what they got coming to them. Your love is a D8. Love's a scam, and I can run it. Power is a D6. People who have the power live better lives. Truth is a D4. Lies are easier than the truth.
I'm a shithead.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible person.
And also, your name is Cod because I was looking at a bag of chips that said Cape Cod on them. So, congrats.
Okay.
Now, your relationship, that's you'll notice some of the ones that are like a D4, those are the ones that cause you more problems. The ones that are a D10 or D8s or D6s do not cause quite as many problems. Now, you can also, one of the things you do is you end up challenging them, which actually, if Ness and Ibrahim, if you want to look at the ones that you challenged last time,
Yes.
if what you want to do is rewrite those, you can pop it back up to its original rating, which I think basically just leave it as it is. Over on the right hand side, I had added it. Yeah, so like you got like the D8 on the side for duty or something. What you're able to do is rewrite those to better show what your understanding is of that value or relationship now. So yeah, so Steve, your relationship with the bar manager is a D4. Easy Mark thinks they've got it under control. Front of house is a D6. Seems to be involved in something big. David Schutt is, you all are unaware of this, but David Schutt is a Rift of Krampus. And this is a repo man who you owe money to. So what you have essentially done is you're sort of having them get stuff from other people at the restaurant. So you got this guy in your thumb taken from others instead of you. Kenny Eater is the guy as clueless as what I'm doing with his fiancée, and he deserves it. And then Emma D10 seems to be playing her own game. Yeah, Tangy. This is a location and a couple people who will become important a little bit later on. It is one of kind of some stuff for one of the other adventures. It gave us an ability to also, play a little bit in the City of Mist, show them how Smallville works. Okay, then your assets below that, Shameless Flirt, D10. Now, where it says like a D4 and a D8, it doesn't mean you roll it at a D4 or a D8. It just means as long as you have like a D4 at least, you can do that first one. If you've got a D8, you can do that second one. So your Shameless Flirt is a D10, Sneaky D6, Confident D8, Attractive D4, In Over My Head D6.
Okay.
And then you've got your extras below that. Like you have a bunch of people that you are able to sometimes get some help with, or if they have something to do with it, you can kind of invoke them.
Okay.
So what you'll want to do is go ahead and come up with a name. Robert Codwell. Okay.
That's why they call him Cod, because he's Robert Codwell.
Robert Codwell.
He tells people to call him Cod.
Damn it.
I love that.
Call me Cod.
Name's Cod.
Call me Robert. I know you're the police or my mother. That's it. Everyone else is Cod.
Incredible.
All right. So yeah, that's his name, Robert. I guess his alias would be Cod. Then player is obviously Steve. No, it's Jason today.
And everyone's going to start with 2 plot points.
2 whole plot points.
I need to rethink my justice, because before it was like people get what they deserve, and then I very clearly stopped Cod from getting what he deserved.
The way to power game in this system is don't take it to what you know your character either believes about that person or knows, or what you know about that person, or what you think their value will be. Start nudging it closer to, so you have more opportunities to challenge them, because challenging gets you growth pool, which is XP essentially. Because I think, was Ibrahim, you had like a ton of stress.
I did
at the end of the session, and I think you also had challenged a lot. I think you had a fairly large growth pool at the end.
Yes, I did. A lot of things changed.
Yeah.
I don't know that I don't know if I tracked all of that stuff.
Well, those other ones sort of went away, and like easiest way to track it is if you look over, you see the ones that say like D8 for duty over on the side, D6 for server. Those are the ones. Yeah. Those are the ones that got reduced. And then if you just take your locations or extras you used and go from like 1 or 0 D whatever to a 2D, so those will all be 2D at the start of a session.
Gotcha. And for those relationships and stuff that were challenged, it doesn't become a D6 rating.
Nope, it basically just drops it unless you don't change the statement, unless you decide like I'm gonna keep the idea that the server's a good friend. You if you do that, you would keep it at a D6, that lower rating, and then that D6 would go again into growth pool.
Okay, so if I rewrite it, then it stays a D8.
Yep. Got it. Rewrite it. You can just like erase the one on the right. And again, the secret to do this is not to actually like put all the things in.
Okay.
Like, or rather, not go to what is accurate. All right.
I'm sure I'll figure it out as I go.
Yeah,
we did.
What will help with this is we're going to kind of start off in something that'll have you And I think what we'll do is what makes sense is for you and Nessa to sort of start off with something.
Okie dokie.
A couple days has passed since the other night, where you managed to get like I said, Cod, you got essentially thrown out the back door to go into the car to get the hell away from here, so that the mobster didn't murder you.
Was the mobster looking for me?
No, but you walked out having freshly made love to his girlfriend / fiance.
Yeah, he was looking for. He would have looked at his fiance and you coming through that door and been like, ah.
Oh, okay.
But I'm the one here to cheat.
Yeah, and then he would have been looking for you forever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right. So you are partly because of what's been going on with David Schutt, partly because some of the thievery and such that you're involved with. You have had there's a private investigator, Holiday, who has been kind of on your ass. Now, let me take away the focus. Clear focus. Now, you have with one of the things we've got, I think, is what's your relationship with Kim again?
Kim.
My relationship? Cods with Kim?
Or with Kim. That would be the front of house.
They don't have. You don't have a relationship with me, right?
All PCs have a relationship with each other.
Oh, I don't have it written down.
Oh, bar manager. Easy mark. Thinks they've got it under control.
It's front of house. This would be you and Kim, Cod.
Oh.
Seems to be involved in something big.
Okay. You are aware of some things. You are aware that Kim's wife is running for political office and has been doing fairly well there. You are also aware that Manny pays some bribes to kind of help overlook the kind of a weird drug that they sell. It's like literal candy. You probably kind of bogarted some at one point. It didn't seem to do anything, but there are people who come in who pay a lot for it. And those people often seem a little frightening.
Okay.
So there's some bribes going there. You also know that she has a decent amount of power already. And it can be useful for you to maybe let her know in order to help maybe get this PI off your back. Does that sound good?
Okay, so I know that Kim's wife is in politics. Manny has a lot of stuff coming in that's worth a lot of money. And I want Kim to know this. That I know. Not
Kim, because essentially Kim's wife is going to have a large meeting, with some donors and some other stuff in the back room. And if you have an opportunity to maybe get into a room alone with her, you can let her know, this is the stuff I know. Can you help get this PI off my back?
Okay, so I'm trying to get into the room with Kim's wife.
Yes.
Okay.
Now,
so
Kim,
my wife.
Kim, to let Steve know, what do you think is happening?
I think you're trying to have a relationship with my wife, like you do with every person who walks in this door through the front door of this building.
Ah.
There's not enough hours in the day, man.
So what we're gonna
This when you don't sleep, baby. 2 hours of sleep and a lot of caffeine.
So while we're having you try to get alone with her to talk to her, we can actually do this as more of a contest between you and Kim, because the thing is, let's because the way the rolls work, and it's kind of like leverage, except there's one more dice involved. You make it if you make a roll to set the target number, Nessa tries to beat it. If Nessa beats it, you then role play, and then when you make a roll to try to beat that one, until someone can't. At which point, the person who can't gets stress. It doesn't make you do anything. It doesn't mean that you are forced. It doesn't become mind control. Stress is great for a couple reasons. One, your opponent can use it against you. They can use your highest level of stress in a contest. Two, you can have a one-on-one with a PC to like kind of connect some and then to get rid of one of your stress, which will then go straight into XP. And at the end of a session, your highest one goes into XP, and everything else gets stepped down by 1 die size. So often what happens is people want to put stress on each other, and like sometimes you may want to go in losing one and just get like boatloads of stress, which becomes XP, which lets cool interactions happen. So if you want to describe it first, like it's sort of a regular night. People are coming in and out, and Tuyen Tong, Kim's wife, Tuyen comes in and is like greeting some people as some fairly like well-off folks, and this is a pretty nice sushi place. Pretty well-off folks are coming in and then like stopping by the bar and then heading on their way into the back room, and she's sort of pressing the flesh at the front, talking with people, getting stuff ready. What do you do that Kim might notice to try to find a moment to talk?
Okay. What I'm doing to try to get Kim... So I'm trying to get Kim's wife to notice me.
And you want to get her alone in a room so you can basically say, hey, look, I know what's going on. If you help me, I will... You might even be able to help her. That's kind of up to you. But you know that, like, she can help you. She can help you get this PI off your back.
Okay. Okay, so this is all happening at the restaurant, I assume, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I'm just doing my normal server stuff, and just like constantly seeing if Kim's wife needs anything, like trying to make myself very friendly, very just...
Yeah, she turns, she's like, oh, you'll be our server?
Yeah, absolutely. I am your server for tonight.
She puts like hand on shoulder and then kind of like pops over to the side and starts talking about some of like kind of going over some stuff with like the guest list and some of the, they want like liquor and stuff put on there. So what we're going to do here is Kim is seeing this. Kim has suspicions. You are kind of trying to put stress on Kim. However, Kim might be trying to catch you, which makes it harder for you to actually like find an opportunity to talk about this. So what you want to do is you want to go with like one of your values that seems to work with what you with what's happening.
Your D10 in Shameless Flirt seems good because you can earn a plot point and add a D6 to trouble when you flirt with someone who you know you shouldn't.
Yeah. So I have to pick out of values, relationship, and
at least values, relationships, and an asset.
Okay.
So is there one of your... Now, we'll look and see when
Shameless
there's a challenge, but...
Shameless flirt, obviously, is going to work here.
Okay. Go ahead and put a... Do you want to use the D4 ability to gain another plot point?
Sure.
It'll add to the trouble pool, which is something I get to use. So yeah, what you want to do is on the Cortexatron, go ahead and click on the D10, or to where it says add D10. Now,
add D10.
Now you need to add a value and a relationship.
Duty. My duty is only to me, so that seems like a pretty good one here. I'm doing something to get people off my back. This is about me.
I am never gonna beat this.
It's a D10 as well. And then I guess front of the house because it has to do with Kim.
Yeah, that's
a D6.
Yep, that's what makes more sense. So
okay. And
you could use a location extra, but we don't want to do that quite yet because I want to show you how basic rolls work. So if you want to make a roll,
roll all dice.
Yep.
9, 3, 1 total, none. Effect D4.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen: is that D6, that one you cannot use, that comes to me. That becomes part of the trouble pool. But it does get you another plot point.
Okay.
Now,
so
for your purposes, just go ahead and hit choose best total.
3. Choose best total.
Under quick choices.
Oh, okay.
If you
Choose best total.
hmm
Okay.
Now, you,
12.
because you do not have an effect dice, or rather, because you don't have an extra die, it's automatically a D4. So you hit keep results.
Okay.
So like the D4 essentially means if you put stress on Kim right now, it's not a lot of stress.
Okay.
Which we get to then remove this. So Kim, what are you doing while you see all of this happening?
I think I just have like I am not doing my job. It's just like eyes on wife 100%. I trust her. I trust her 1,000%. But you know, I don't trust COD.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's really
shouldn't.
yeah, exactly.
So
This is the thanks I get for preventing you from being murdered.
yeah. So as you look over and you see her kind of arm around his shoulder, and are you're flirting, God?
Oh
Kind
yeah.
of like yeah, arm around
Whatever
the
you
shoulder.
need. Don't worry. Whatever you need, sweetheart. I got it. I'll take care of everything. Don't you worry.
And she
Guest list,
laughs.
not a problem.
She laughs with the way a politician who knows how to work people laughs. And so yeah, you see her kind of laughing as he's flirting and right there. So what are you doing, Kim?
I think I'm just gonna be like absolutely hovering, like as close as I can possibly get without drawing suspicion.
Okay. So you're kind of hovering around and like it is a little difficult to hover around and do your job because your job is to be at the front. So
Yeah.
are you not there? Or are you paying attention here? As they're sort of off on one of the aisles.
Actually, you know what's more important? Granted, she is not in my uh what's the name of that waitress?
Oh, Manny,
Liz.
Liz?
Yeah, even
Yeah, it's
though
Liz.
Mandy and I are chill, I'm gonna grab Liz and be like, Liz, I need to stay here.
Do you want to spend a
I
plot?
need
Do you want to spend a plot point to make her a D6 asset?
sure thing.
Okay, you don't. I wouldn't write her on the thing right now. But we can just make a note. I'll make a note. Spend a plot point. You have a D6, Liz. That'll be something you go. I would go ahead and put the D6 in there. And remember, if you want to challenge a value or a relationship, you can do that. If you want to use an extra or a location, you can do that.
Okay. I'm adding a D6. I'm gonna put in family, even though it's a D4, which is gonna fuck me, but like it feels important. Obviously gonna put in a D8 for 2 yen because she is my wife and she's a
Oh
D8.
yeah, you learn.
And
She's about to be my D8.
Now,
damn you.
Here's a question.
Up.
Here's a question. Do you want to challenge your relationship with your wife right now? Because right now she protects us from trouble.
It's true, and she's running headfirst into trouble. And my God, our son is in so much trouble all the time. Yeah, let's challenge it.
So, Steve, when you challenge something, what happens is you triple it for this roll, you put it into your growth pool, and then you step it down for the rest of the session. Basically, it's D8 becomes D6, and at the end of the session, what you can do is rewrite what the statements are.
Okay.
And so basically, it's like it's showing how your relationship with this character is changing over time, or with your values, because like your character change and growth is a mechanical part of the game. All right, so yeah, for that one you put the 3d8 in for her.
You had a lot of tens, and I don't think family reputation necessarily applies here. Maybe guilty could work. I do feel bad. Not like I trust her, but I'm really not trusting her in this moment.
Okay.
I'm just going to add an additional D8, but I'm not going to be spending any plot points because I already spent one.
And Steve, I think you have 4 plot points now. You start off with 2. You got 1 for your roll and 1 for the shameless flirt.
Okay. I should have 4, not just 3. Okay. 4.
All right.
Nice.
Shall I roll all dice?
Yep. All right. You also get a plot point.
Yay.
Oh, yeah, you beat me on that one. For sure.
So, but here's the thing. You get to choose two because like you always choose 2 dice for your total, and then 1 die for your effect. So like you may roll a whole bunch of dice, but you still comes down to 2. And sometimes people don't necessarily want to win, but are you like if you have the 8 and the 5, if you want to succeed on this one and not take stress immediately, which would not be a lot of stress, you take the 8 and the 5 as a total, and then you get to choose what you want to do for the effect.
Quick sidebar, you two. Would it be funnier if I failed at this? I know I spent a plot point.
I wouldn't fail yet. I
Okay.
wouldn't fail yet because like it's only a D4
Fail
stress.
later.
All right, I've checked them, and then it is.
So then check best total.
Da, 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 da. Why is this the one button that I have so much trouble with?
It's all the way to the right, third one down.
That one for me
No.
says check dice or effect. Oh,
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can check dice or effect, or you can go with choose best total. In this case, will work as well. Yeah, so you click the 2 that you click the 2 you want, so there should be a little check mark, and then check dice or effect. All right, and now click the one that you want to be your oh, that should be total. Sorry, wait, not effect. Here, let me not remove check dice. Let's clear total and effect. Click those again, and then click check dice or total. And then you can choose what you want to be your effect die, which is probably that D8. So you grab Liz over, and then what are you doing to what do you do after you grab Liz over?
I'm gonna be like, Liz, I know you're busy right now, but I need you to keep an eye on Cod because he's up to stuff. He's always up to stuff, but usually 2 yen is not stuff. You know what I mean?
She just kind of looks, she's eyes kind of wide and goes, I can watch the front, but your wife kind of scares me.
All right, fine, we'll swap.
Yeah, and she kind of sits at the front, eyes wide, waiting as people come in. And are you lurking nearby?
Oh yeah, lurking.
So if you want to go ahead and click one of yours for your effect, is that probably that other D8? Yeah, there you go. Now just keep results.
Yay!
All right, so right now Kim is sort of hanging kind of close, and Tuyon kind of goes over to the bar, pulls out like a piece of paper, puts it down, and starts pointing out who some of these people are. And like she's like, I already know some of the drink orders if you want to get these, and just kind of like there's just a moment where she just sort of takes a look at you, and she's like, "It's gonna be kind of high pressure. You're gonna be able to handle. These are some rich assholes."
Believe me, we get rich assholes in here all the time. It'll be fine. I am at your service tonight. It'll be fine.
Reaches out, kind of pats you on the cheek. Is there anything else you do here that might get Kim?
I think. Do I notice that Kim is hovering around?
The thing is, you two can talk if you want to notice. This could also be a thing where if you are completely unaware of Kim, that can still be hilarious.
Okay, yeah. I'm just.
Can you see my shape, like just kind of the general shape of me, like through one of those fish tanks? Like the bar's on one side, and then there's like one of those fish tanks that blocks the seating / center area, and you just kind of see. You're not sure it's just me, but it's just like the shape of me behind a fish tank.
I feel like it's funnier if he you don't know if he notices or not because he just doesn't ever react or look that way. I think he's gonna start just doing the serving thing, mingling, doing what he's supposed to. He's making sure that he is constantly up. I forgot her name now. Tuyun's. Yeah, constantly near her. Anywhere she goes, he is not far behind. He is pretty much a lost puppy dog is what it's like the vibe he's trying to get, give, but he's not really. He's up to something.
All
I
right.
hate so much that you're good at your job.
All
If you were
right.
terrible at your job, we could fire you.
Do you want to? Yeah.
You'd
What
be
do you want
lost without me.
for your values, relationships, assets, and if you want, you could use an extra or location, which I'll explain how that works. I'll actually suggest you use one in a minute, so we'll show you how those work. And if there's something you see where you think it might be challenging your statement, let me know.
All right, so I'm rolling dice again, right?
Yep.
I feel like duty still fits.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna add that D10. I don't know who half these people are on my relationships.
They won't. The only one really that could matter here. If you happen to bring in the bar manager Manny, you could use that. But front of house makes the most sense here.
Yeah, D6 for that. Assets. I'm gonna do confident this time.
Okay.
Because I am confident that this is gonna go the way I want it to.
I tell you what. Why don't you go ahead? Well, if you want to use the Shinobi Sushi location.
Yeah, I figure I would know that better than most people.
Yeah. So the thing is, you have a 2d4 there. Now I'm gonna change it to a 1, but go ahead and add 2d4 to your thing, and those will work a little bit differently. I'll explain that in a moment. So if you want to go ahead and roll.
All right. Roll all dice. Oof, that was a bad roll.
All right, go ahead and grab another plot point.
Let's go with that's a 5.
Now,
oof. Okay.
Here's what you can do. If you want to go ahead and hit your choose best total, it's probably easiest for you now.
Yep, 9.
Actually, shoot. Let me clear that. Click the 6 and the 3 from the D6 and the D8.
Okay.
Now, you're also going to go ahead and you're automatically going to grab the 3 from the D4s. You grab one of the ones from the D4, so that's 6, 9. That makes it a 12. However, if you want to spend a plot point, what you can do is add the D4, the 2. You can spend a plot point to add another die to your total.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Put it down to a 4 for the plot points.
Now,
then I can add the 2 and then keep results.
Yeah, the other thing, let me just double check. Yeah, that's there. Yep.
Oh,
now,
wait.
You're only gonna have a D4 as far as like,
it didn't keep them.
Oh, so go ahead. If you want to go ahead and click all 4 of those that are not the 1, and then just hit check dice or total.
I did. It said that.
Here, if I go here.
Yeah, it's
check dice or total.
Check dice for total.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I'll go ahead and clear it there. All right. So, what are you doing, Kim?
Oh God, I think maybe this is when I lose them, but I think I'm still trying to keep on top of them, but like I have to like keep stopping at tables to be like, do you guys need anything? Like what's going on? Like what's going on? But like be like, because Liz is at the front now, so like we're down a server, so they're still, being like, okay, we'll get that to you in just a minute. You needed extra soup? Got it. But like still just trying to keep in eye shot for the most part.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and figure your stuff up while you're making your roll. Ibrahim, Manny.
Yo.
While you are at the bar, there is a guy in sort of a beige duster. Comes up, takes a seat, removes hat that's got some rain on it, sits on the chair next to him. Lights up, just sort of looks and goes, "Whiskey, 2 fingers."
Hey, you got it, boss.
So
Get out
Manny,
the good whiskey.
let me just check something with you real quick. This is PI Holiday. Also, remember if you've rewritten your statements from last time, go ahead and remove the dice that are over on the far right. Just so we know what needs to be done. He just goes, "I hear you're the one to talk to if we need something sweet."
I sort of like just scan the bar as I'm pouring out his whiskey. Just take a quick look around, make sure no one else is seated too close. I could be. If you were looking for something to sweeten your day, you might be talking to the right guy.
Nessa, do you know what you want to roll for?
Yep. I'm rolling a D4 for my COD relationship because that's funny to roll with this guy instead of with my wife. I'm rolling a D8 for glory, which is, I mean, I'm interpreting to light the fire for others as an honor. And then I am rolling another D8 for guilt.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da. Can I roll all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Ooh, that's a
Grab another plot point.
8. Yay! Plot points. Boo! Failure. Of course, I get a 2 on the 10.
Yeah. So basically, you've only got a 7 there. What kind of stress do you think you are inflicting on Kim, there, Dragon? Or Steve? We've got afraid, angry, exhausted, insecure, or injured.
Afraid, angry, insecure. I'm gonna put insecure.
Yeah, no, it's
Definitely.
insecure.
Yeah,
Definitely. Kim really thinks I'm trying to bone her wife, and
Oh, I'm a dude.
Kim is a guy. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, I did consider being a lesbian, but
your D4 is going to actually become a D6 because you are more than 5 points above.
What's wrong?
Nothing. It's just I did consider becoming a lesbian as a funny sentence out of context.
I was just kind of considering. And then Kim, if you want to, I think did you change what your justice was?
I'm still thinking about it.
Okay.
I'm literally just like, I don't know.
Yeah, Manny sort of looks over and goes, friends of mine recommended something. You might be able to give me some candy.
Well, I don't know if I can get you some candy, but I sure can get you some information, if that's what you're needing at the moment.
Now, you have
clarify my understanding of this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeding him information, not feeding him candy, right?
Correct. Let me double check. Were you feeding him information, or what was I forgetting? Because you don't actually. I think
my relationship to him says feeding information to Holiday.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, this is the first time he's asked for something like this, which seems a little strange, and he seems kind of a little more intense than normal. You have a D8. You have a D8 distress pool.
Do I? Oh, yeah, I have an angry. A D8 to angry.
Anybody wants to spend plot points? I got 2 1s, so you could get rid of. You could get rid of one of my, 1 or 2 of my my dice in the thing.
I'll zap one of your dice.
Okay.
Oh, Steve, what dice did you give me in Insecure? Was it a D8 also?
It was a D6, because it was a D4, beat you by more than 5, or you failed by more than 5, so it raised it up by 1.
Got it.
Yeah, he seems a little intense, and it seems a little unusual. Like, it's a bit different than how it's been before when he's talked to you. You're not quite sure if he's digging for something, or maybe you're under.
You coming at me kind of sideways this time, boss. Not sure what you're after exactly.
Eyes sort of narrow a little bit. It goes, told you I was after some of the candy.
Friend of mine. The relationship we have, Haas.
Go ahead, make your roll. Remember, if you're challenging something.
Yeah, I'm challenging this.
You need to succeed.
I need to succeed.
That was such a good line. You can't be like, and then be like, oh.
Sheepishly, just like, okay, I guess I'll give you some candy. I guess. Sorry. Let's see. I'm going to use my I'm gonna call Glory. I'm king of this restaurant. He came into my place. You don't get to boss me around that much. You only get to boss me around a little bit.
The only person who's allowed to boss me around is whoever the fuck owns this restaurant, but they're never here, so.
They're never here. I'm also going to use my relationship, I guess, with Ji-sun, because I don't want to give up any information that would get the kid got. I need him to push more drugs. Well, actually, I guess I'm the one pushing the drugs. He's just, like, ferrying them to me.
You have a better relationship with my son than I do.
What? What do you have to your son?
D4, obviously. I mean,
Oh,
that's not technically, like, because D4 just means that I love him so much I'd get in trouble for him, but, you know, still.
Fair. Let's see, what else can I use? This doesn't feel... Is it impulsive to tell the PI I'm not giving him anything?
A little bit. You directly, like, kind of called him out and got straight to the point. So, yeah, I can definitely see that.
Okay. So, that's a D6 as well. I don't think I really have anything else to call, though.
The other thing you could use, if you like, there's one dice left in the Shinobi Sushi since Steve used the restaurant earlier. That's another possibility.
Oh, I don't think I'm going to spend it. I feel like I don't want to spend it so early.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's what I got. Do I add the D? I add the D8 for angry.
No, he used that on your behalf. If you want to use it, you can spend a plot point to use it, and then it'll come back as a D10.
I don't think I want to do that.
That's Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi, getting like Darth Vader just put a whole bunch of angry on him, and then he get like a D10. He goes, "Oh, I'm going to use that." Turn into a D12. And then
yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. We're gonna save that for when this goes bad. Okay, let's choose best total.
Now, unless you want to spend a plot point to put 3 of them for your total, you will not beat, so you'll take D8 stress, which will be fine.
Yeah, D8 stress is fine. I think it's fine to like
Angry,
fail at this.
Yeah, and then like I said, you kind of want to get stressed. Angry seems like a good one here.
But I can't step up angry, right?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. You already have angry. Go to insecure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read afraid wrong. Yeah, there's just a moment, and he just goes, "Sorry, I thought I hurt you, a man who can get some stuff. Apparently not. Listen, I've got a client who's looking to get some. This person's been pretty good to me so far, so I thought I would check in. Maybe I heard wrong."
Let me see what I can move.
And he goes, "Oh, he kind of like looks at some of the people kind of coming into the back room, some of the politicians and stuff, and he goes, I've done work for half of them, and I've done work against about another half. I'm gonna be back later." Kind of grabs his hat, and then heads out.
Also, Steve, rival detectives. There's only enough room for one group of detectives in this town.
Oh yeah, Holidays.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Adam's gonna knock Holiday out for sure.
Dead man walking.
I think Manny just like takes the whiskey that he had poured for the guy that he didn't touch and just knocks it back.
Right,
I imagine at this point I'm walking past and I'm just like,
whatever.
Yeah, so inside there is a like the back room. At one point the doors just kind of close, and you hear Tunyan making a speech. The food and stuff's been brought in. He's going to check back in a little while to see if they want any like drinks or anything. But you have a little bit of time without all of that. Is there anything anybody's doing? Are you checking with each other, or are you doing something?
I'm probably checking in with Manny. I feel like I don't have the authority to threaten Cod.
I mean, Cod's like the lowest on the totem pole in restaurant terms.
Yeah, but he hasn't been fired yet, so.
Can I say when you're checking in with Manny, Cod shows up to get another drink order?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, refill my drink while you're going.
Sure.
Hey,
Hey, Manny, buddy. Hey, I got another order. Here you go.
All right, what do we got here?
Why don't you give him a
What?
moment to talk and then interrupt?
Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Come,
I'm saying,
come
give
in
them,
and interrupt after we talk for
yeah,
a
give them
moment.
a moment
Okay.
to talk and then interrupt.
Okay.
Listen, Kim, it's fine. It was just whiskey.
Alright, fine, but we talked about this last week, you know? Like, you can, but not when there's people looking.
The guy left the whiskey on the bar.
There's
That's a
lots
bad
of
look.
there's lots of people in the main dining area. Like, you're kind of blocked off by these fish tanks, but not 100%.
They're watching Tu Yen give a speech. We're
They're good
good
watch-
over here.
I'm just saying. You're fine, but I'm just saying. What the fuck's going on with Cod, by the way? Do you know?
Hey, Manny, buddy.
Speaking
Door
of
Speaking of
opens.
the devil.
Hey, got another drink order, buddy. How's it going tonight?
Oh, whoa! What the hell is this?
I don't know. It's what they
A,
wanted.
a sex on the moon? What is
Listen,
this?
Out of this world.
I don't know.
Look
I
it
don't
up.
know. Apparently, I don't know. I don't drink this shit. You know that.
It's sex on the beach, but you put milk in.
A sex
Hey,
on the
that's-
beach, but you
that's-
put milk in sounds
See,
terrible.
that's why you're front of the house and not a server. You get this.
I need to remind myself what a sex on the beach is, but
It has orange juice. Nothing like orange juice and milk.
just
Ugh.
orange juice and milk.
I think it's
Uh,
orange juice, vodka, and grenadine.
And just throw some heavy cream in there. Why not? Yeah, I'm gonna make this, but I'm gonna protest the whole time.
Listen,
Can you try to push some of the draft beers? They're past date, and I really want to get them out of here before they start to mold.
Manny, buddy, they're politicians, man. They ain't drinking beer. What are you crazy? They want the wine. They want the sex on the beaches. They want the fruity frilly nonsense. That's what
What if
they
you
like.
call it? What if you call it a pale German lager?
That's good. Call it that.
All right,
And then
I'll
I'll just
see
use
what I
the
can do.
Coors. I'll just
Say
use
it's
the Coors and just
exclusive.
put a little bit of yeah.
I'm pretty sure that whatever. I'll try.
They can't tell the
Coors
difference.
Light plus Pepsi is a fine lager. Don't worry about it.
I'm not. Yeah, but anyway. So
Yeah, they can't tell. We ran out of Crystal Head ages ago, and no one's noticed that it's just mostly water in there.
I mean, drunk people normally don't realize what they're drinking, do they?
Not really. Speaking of which, speaking of people not in their right fucking mind, two
Yeah?
things. One, what are you doing with Sandra? Two, today's the day we suddenly decide to do our jobs and be attentive.
What do you,
The day my wife's here, suddenly we're all hands on, huh?
Do you want to? Are you going?
Hands on, huh?
Kim, are you going contest mode?
who is Sandra? There are
It's-
two
yeah.
Sandras
Oh,
on
Yeah,
my.
I'll explain that. Kim, do you want to go contest mode with that?
Sure, why
Okay.
not? This
Sandra,
feels pretty.
Sandra is Kenny's fiance, who you've been sleeping with. I didn't realize there were two
Ah.
Sandras until after I put this up together.
Yeah. Also, if you're going to be with Sandra, do not be with her in the freezer. That's where we keep the meat.
Yeah,
if-
yeah, we do.
Listen.
Jonathan, not now.
Listen. Kim, you are throwing a lot of accusations right now.
Let her give it a
Okay. Roll the dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get a roll
Contest
off.
mode. I like our group's commitment to bring up Crystal Skull vodka in every single game.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna do love, which is a D4. Actually, Steve, how badly do you want to succeed? Do you want me to try real hard, or do you want me to?
Do whatever you feel like it. I don't care.
All right. Then I'm actually going to do power, my new power, which is I can steer my own ship even if I can't steer the ocean. I'm adding another D8 for 2. Oh no, wait, not another D8. I forgot. I forgot 2 yen is down to a D6, but still better than nothing. Um, family reputation, does that count for anything in
I
this?
think that could work. Because I mean, basically, you're trying to make sure your family's reputation stays good.
All right, that's all I got. So,
Unless you
D8,
unless you wanted
D4.
to use Shinobi Sushi as well.
Eh, I'm good. I still contest that the Shinobi Sushi one is like saving all your mana for the final
Yep.
boss fight. You're just like, what if I need it next time?
Mm.
Okay.
And Michael just keeps being like, what if you used it immediately?
Gain a plot point.
Oh, yay. I keep forgetting to use those. Okay, do I keep results or just keep the two of them?
I would choose best total and then go ahead and keep results.
Okay, I am going to.
All right.
And then do I need an effect one or no?
You don't have a die left over for effect, so
All right.
We'll remove those. What do you do?
Kim, that's a lot of accusations being thrown around. We were just in there hanging out for a minute. She wanted to ask me some questions about the menu. Didn't want anybody else to see. You can accuse me all you want of other things, but that's not the case. And just because you're content with one woman doesn't mean I am.
Oh, you also are going to get to use the D6 in Kim's stress. So you have a D6 from Kim's stress.
D6 from Kim's stress. I'm definitely using duty.
I think talking to the only person in this bar who knows how to throw a punch.
This is definitely with Kim, so that's another D6. And then I'm gonna go. This is definitely shameless flirt, because like I'm youth. Yeah. So another D10. Let's roll those dices. Oof. Crud.
Grab a
What?
grab a plot point.
Yep. Can I spend a plot point to take another dice?
On the total?
That would tie me with her.
Tie will not be enough. Tie means you're gonna take.
Then I'm.
You're gonna get some D4 stress. So you said yours will get Kim. You'll be able to have a response, and then you can put a total. D4 stress onto COD.
Yep. So I got a 10. So D4 stress on something.
Where do you want to put that, Kim?
I'm gonna put it under exhausted, because I'm tired of your shit.
All right.
And wait, what's your response?
You can sleep with every woman in the world and get your juices on the meat back there, but not when it's my fucking wife.
Juices. Okay. Hey, let's all get a drink. Let's calm it down. We're in the middle of service.
And then you hear from behind you, "Yeah, drink."
Julian's behind me, isn't she?
No, it's on the other side of the bar, actually. Manny, you turn around and you see Kenny there with Goldie, who's a friend of Cod's.
Oh God,
Goldie is Goldie.
Luckily, there's more than one Sandra in the world.
Goldie is gorgeous. She's also a thief, which Cod knows. I don't know if the rest of you do. However, it's not too long where, as he sits down, he kind of pulls out like his wallet, and she, with remarkable brazenness, as he's looking up, just kind of like slips some fingers into the wallet and pulls out some cash, which she sort of just makes disappear like by sleight of hand. Like, yeah, we'll get give me some expensive stuff, baby. You know how much I like that. And she's playing it up, because you've seen her here before, and she's much more down to earth. But she's playing up the kind of dumb bimbo stuff here.
Woof. Okay.
Okay.
We know Goldie. We're seeing Goldie.
Goldie's been around. I don't know how well most of you know her, but like you just saw her very brazenly when he's already in his cups a little bit. He's had some to drink clearly. But yeah, he just kind of opened up his wallet, and she's just like shook without him noticing.
Woof.
Oh, good for her and for Kenny.
Good for Kenny. Yeah. I'll just get drinks. I'm exhausted with this already. All right, let's just Goldschlager, sure, because we all hate ourselves.
Who wants to drink mint?
One of my favorite flavors.
Just mint.
I actually really love mint as a flavor. I've got some like neither here nor there. Moroccan mint tea though. Get down some Goldschlager, get some shot glasses, water down the shots, Oppie.
Yep. And there's like as you start to, he kind of like fumbles at your arm a little bit as you start to go, and just goes, "My fiance said something about cod, some fish thing. Some guy here. You know anything about that?"
Sandra, why?
We don't serve cod. We mostly do sushi fish.
No, I was in her sleep the way
Salmon.
she's talking. There's some. I mean, clearly it was a guy she was dreaming about.
What a sexist God.
She was dreaming about and saying she was sleep talking the name cod.
And cod came out a couple times, and Goldie's just sitting there, and like she then just sort of turns and kind of like sees you, cod. Her eyes just get kind of big, like oh babe, are you going to talk about your fiance now? Here's some others. Like there's something so much better.
Are you sure it wasn't the fish, sir? One time, we had a guest sushi guy, and he made a roll so good that a man did come.
Wait, okay, what?
What?
What? I think I actually do turn to Kim and be like, huh?
Yeah, remember we had the guy from Jiro Dreams of Sushi?
You mean Jiro?
Yes.
Jiro?
Yeah.
Jiro worked here?
Well, he was a guest chef. He didn't work here so much as we hosted him for like a couple of days.
Is that something that's
He's
a documentary?
100
right?
years old. No, wait.
In this world, it's a book.
In the 20s?
In this world, it's a book, and he's alive.
Wait, we're in the 40s. Okay, Jiro would be like 20 years old. Jiro's alive at 98.
Good for him. Also, I feel like in our world, he's just like it's like the same guy to present day. Like he's also just 98 and in 1940.
Oh, I'll have to watch that documentary. I've heard of it, but I've not seen it.
It's really good. I was gonna say that maybe she was talking about a guy she fucked up in Cape Cod.
It just kind of leads
This
over.
might be.
It's a guy up in Cape Cod. What? And...
Yep. You know what? Let's talk about it over drinks. Let me get you your Goldschlager, and we'll hash this out.
Pod's gonna sit down, right? Like I'm assuming they're at the end, and there's a seat here. Like there's two on the end. There's a seat here. He's gonna sit down right next to Goldie and be like, "So, you think your wife's sleeping with a guy named Cod? What kind of fucking name is Cod?"
Goldie.
Robert.
Get up off your ass and go serve some drinks.
This sex on the moon is getting worse by the second.
The sex on the
It's curdling, Robert.
I think he's gonna like gently touch Goldie's hand and be like, "Hey, it's good to see you again, baby," and walk off.
I try so hard to prevent him from being murdered, and this is how he
I
repays
want
me.
Cod to die now.
Yeah,
Cod?
that's challenging. I don't care.
Cod, take a plot point.
Take a plot point.
And I am going to activate your in over your head.
Okay.
As the door opens and Tian goes, "Cod, we need some more drinks." Looking directly at you as you say you're starting to walk away. And there's just this moment where he just goes, "What does everyone do?"
I take the bottle and I just.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna be like, "Sweetheart, that's Robert." I don't know. It's a Band-Aid on an open wound, but...
Yeah, she goes, "Oh, we're friends now." He said to call him Cod. "Cod, if you want to come and help." And
I'm on my way.
Kenny starts to stand up.
Okay.
Uh,
How secure in my job am I? Like,
Pretty secure. Like
okay,
it's owners and stuff like y'all.
okay. He's not like my uncle or anything, right? Where I'm like unfireable.
Not that, but like, you know,
All right.
I hate, but I love this guy.
Oh no, I also love him. I really need to work on my ability to play assholes. I need to. I want to be able to play
I'm gonna
assholes.
say this physically hurts me to act like this, but it's so fun.
That's how you know it's good. What if we kill? No, can't kill him.
Can't kill him.
All right, so I'm assuming they have to do something here.
Yeah,
Or-
I
or
kind of
depending.
want to just choke Kenny. Like
Oh, well,
when
I'm
Kenny got up, or you got something
yeah,
cooking?
well, I literally when I was like pulling my sleeves up and I'm like, how fireable am I? I'm like, I am the only person who knows martial arts.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just kind of like getting ready to. I'm standing in between where the. And also, he can't go to the back room where my wife and politicians are to murder Cod. It would look bad for my wife now. So I'm just gonna be stand in the like. I'm assuming it's like kind of like not a hallway, but like in his way where he can't get around me to go where Cod is.
And so like he starts heading that way, and Manny, you said, are you heading out from behind the bar to, you said, possibly choke him?
Yeah, I kind of want to like, if like I assume like he's leaving, so his back's to me. I kind of want to like get behind him and start just like choking him out.
Okay.
And I really just want to help whatever Kim ends up doing here.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, I can't throw the first punch immediately, but I'm have to be
Yeah.
like, "Sir,
As
we are
he goes-
hosting an event. You are not allowed back there."
Get out of my way. And as he starts to reach out to like push you out of the way.
Okay, that's the minute that I'm gonna like grab his arm and twist.
Two things happen. So one, Ibrahim, you can go ahead and give a die to help, but you also hear Goldie go as you start to go to choke him, and go. Your hand goes around his neck, like probably like around his throat. You hear Goldie say, and you are gonna forget this about 15 seconds after it happened, but in this moment, you're gonna notice it before the mists take it away. When Goldie goes, his collar's too tight, and you feel it physically tighten under your arm, like helping choke him. So I want you to give a die to Kim, and as well as Kim, there'll be another D6 for what just happened.
I don't know what's going on. What kind of guy is Kenny? All right, adding a D6, and I get an additional D6 because of Manny, or just the one.
Manny, what you can look at the
Oh,
stuff you got.
I have
What
to
is
choose what die?
Yeah, choose a die to give.
Do I have to justify it, or can I just say the D10?
What's
I mean, I would use it.
It would be one
ahead.
one that you would roll in that contest.
Oh, protecting friend duty. Protecting friends often gets you into more trouble.
Mm-hmm.
This is trouble.
Okay, you're not wrong.
That's a D10 for duty.
All right. Now, do you think my duty, which is currently I keep people out of trouble? Now, I'm currently getting into trouble and getting Manny into trouble, but I'm keeping Todd out of trouble.
Yeah.
So
double duty.
Double duty. I'm putting a D8 for Manny or for for Manny. Whoops, I think no. Sorry. They keep the dice in order, so like I'll put one in and I'll be like, where did it go? And a D6 for martial arts. And that's all the things I can do. So let's roll, baby. Da-da-da-da. Okay.
All right, go ahead and grab a. Go ahead and grab another plot point.
I need to start doing more with my plot points.
Like a couple things in plot point. Easy one is you can add more dice to your pool. You can create an opportunity to get rid of one of mine when I roll a one. That's something in the trouble pool. You can create temporary assets, create a temporary relationship, include more in the total or the effect.
I forgot I can use the plot points to hurt you later. Good. Good. All right. I'm gonna choose best total.
I'm gonna choose best effect.
Yes, choose best effect.
Or no,
And
I would do choose best total first. Clear the total and effect, because your total's 2 dice, so you're probably gonna want that 8. Probably the 8 and the 6, and then the D8 with the 5 for the effect.
okay. I like that. Keep results.
It's a pretty good roll.
All right.
14. Effect D8.
Oh, whoops! Didn't mean to do that. Doesn't make a difference. You said what was it you did again?
I grab his. He goes to push me, and like obviously, restaurant rules. The minute someone puts your hands on you, you're good to go. Probably not. That's not the rules, but I'm making them the rules. I grab his arm and twist the classic way. I don't know how that affects your choking, Manny, but
Yeah, as you kind of got him. Yeah, so as that sort of happens, you kind of like get in, he kind of chokes it out. He's still got like Manny, you are still kind of hanging on as it kind of pops that out, and actually goes in like a big meaty hand kind of around your throat, Kim. What do? He's got a 15 and a D. Beat yours by 1, and had a D8.
Can I use one of my plot points to take him down?
It doesn't work quite that way.
Damn it!
Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, Ibrahim, are you also helping again here?
Damn it!
Yeah, can I? Yeah, I'd love to get more involved than just like hanging on to the back of his neck. Like if I can if I could just can I just suplex a dude? That seems too violent. That seems like perhaps straining credulity. I might grab like a rag and just soak some absinthe on it. I don't know.
you run back to grab a rag with some absinthe.
Yeah, I mean, unless bartender, maybe I just have my absinthe rag, my absinthe rag that I keep for just such. Such a situation.
So basically,
you have a rough job just huffing the rag at work.
Yeah. So what'll basically happen is we'll have both of you roll. Whoever gets the highest is successful. And then he could have a thing against both of you. So he'll basically have to beat whatever's the highest total between the two of you. So first, let's have Nessa. Let's have you do yours.
All right.
While you're getting that, Cod, you sort of head in. She's like, "Oh, excellent. Hi, we'll need this." And there's like a bunch of there's a bunch of like kind of fairly large drink order. She hasn't kind of seen what's happened out front yet. And then she goes over and kind of like rubs your shoulder a little bit. Goes, "You got it. It's good. We're gonna take care of you quite a bit tonight."
Absolutely, I got it.
You've been great. They love you.
Well, thank you. I love all of you as well.
Are you? Do you want to keep them so that they're not going to be able to see what's happening in the other room?
Wait, all the people?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna
roll for what that's going to be in a little bit. Like decide what it is you roll, like, and how you. Yeah, it's like behind you. There's this fight starting to happen. How do you distract people?
Okay. So I'm gonna wait till Nessa's done with her rolling, and then I'll.
And then Ibrahim will both. So Nessa, how's yours?
Okay.
Can I spend a plot point to get Liz involved?
Yeah, you can create a D6 relationship and basically call Liz over.
All right, I'll have to take one of these out then, because I was like, Liz is a 2d6 for some reason on Manny, so I was like, I get 2d6 right too.
Two.
Because Manny's actually got Liz as a extra. I don't think you do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is.
If I spend 2 plot points, can she become an extra on mine? No,
Liz, get the absinthe rag.
She would just be the 1d6, but it would make sense for Ibrahim to also, Nessa can spend the plot point. But Ibrahim, if you wanted to use her, you could. You get 2 more plot points.
Yeah. I want Liz to get the rag.
And I don't have enough for an effect, so
D4 affects them. And then if you want to roll yours, Ibrahim.
Yes, let me set these up here.
That was an 11 for those watching at home. which is not great. I rolled a lot of dice to get an 11.
Okay, we're gonna do
Which
that.
means you're going to probably take some. So Kim, as you come up, you're going to go ahead and take D8 stress from that. As actually put D8 injured. What would you say? You came up trying to just like, were you punching him or?
I think
you
it's
had
a
him
lot
by
of.
the throat.
Well, he had me by the throat, so I think I was trying to like do one of those moves where he gets off somewhat.
You try that, and he literally just kind of like throws you to the ground. Take a D8 and injured.
Ugh.
As you hit the ground.
Can I challenge my relationship with Kenny on this?
Absolutely can, and if you want to put Liz in there, you can as well, because she's already.
So that would give me a total of 4d6 on that one.
Yeah, with the 2 on the far left, we'll say are hers. Those are the ones where one gets added automatically, the other one goes away.
Maybe I should.
Gotcha.
Oh, damn! I forgot I could spend a plot point to re-roll.
Oh, yeah.
With martial artist. Damn it!
I'm just trying to make sure I understand this, like the trigger for this one as well. Okay. Do you think that this would meet the criteria for being impulsive?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
you're
then
going to get absinthe.
I think I get
trying to use that as a chloroform.
Yeah, Liz, get the absinthe. The night rag. Earn a plot point and add a d6 to trouble when you act rashly.
Get a plot point.
I don't see trouble here. Do I?
Oh, no.
Michael gets the trouble.
You have trouble.
I got the trouble pool.
Okay, making Michael more powerful.
I can spend some of the stuff too.
Okay, so that's just a free plot point. I think that's all I can really do here to make this is the best roll I can do, and then I'll re-roll the athletic if I want to. So roll.
Oh,
well, is that a good O or a bad O?
You get 2 more. Michael gets 2 more. I rolled 2 ones.
Okay.
I think we said the 2 on the left are for Liz.
Yeah, basically the 2 will be added on to your total.
Yep.
Oh my God, that trouble pull.
You could go 6, 7, and 2, which is
6, 7, and 2. That meets 15. But this isn't a meets a beats it game, is it?
No, this was. Oh yeah, so it's 6 and 7. Yeah, that'll be 13. And then if you want to spend another plot point, you could get the other. You can add the D4 to it as well. So you could basically have.
Oh yeah.
You could have the D8, the D6, and the D4 as your total plus the other D6, and then the D10 could be your effect die.
Okay. I think I'm gonna burn my plot point. I'm gonna burn an additional plot point to re-roll this as athletic dice.
Okay.
Just to see if I can get that a little bit higher. Roll check dice.
Click on roll check dice.
Okay, 1 better. Not huge.
Okay.
But that's fine. So let's take this, and this as my total. 6, 7, 13, 13, 16. Right. So that will be check dice are total. And then this will be my effect. Okay.
So just describe what was it you do?
I think I call for Liz to get the rag, the special rag that we keep under the bar, the night rag. And I'm just as soon as that rag touches my hand, I'm just shoving that over Kenny's mouth and nose and just trying to keep it as firmly clamped onto him as possible as I just continue to try to choke this very angry man.
Just shh.
Go to bed, Kenny.
So,
go to bed. Go to bed.
I think you forgot to keep the result. But your results was above it. He got a 14, which was not enough to beat yours. So we'll put D10 unconscious as he hits the ground. The weird thing is as he kind of starts to topple forward. Are you on his back with the absinthe soaked in?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on his back. He starts to topple forward, and you hear again. You hear behind. It's oh, the ground is too soft. And then as you hit, he's going face first into hardwood, which you've seen before, breaks people's faces. But it actually, when you hit the ground, it feels almost like you're falling onto a bed for a moment before it. And again, in about 15 seconds, you're going to forget about this. But as it hits,
Do I forget about it, or does it become like, oh yeah, that's how it should be?
No, you like literally you just sort of forget. It's like, oh, it was a lucky landing. There'll just be a moment. You as a player character are going to know that there's something else happening here. But yeah, she goes, oh, it's too soft, and then as he hits the thing, it kind of like brings you like it kind of envelops you. Now for I'm going to clear this history.
Manny didn't hear that. Or not Manny, sorry. Kim didn't hear that. Kim was busy being choked.
Now,
Yeah, Kim's dying. I love how we're working so hard to defend Cod, a person we don't like,
Cod.
and who is
That's-
literally
that's-
just out of the room.
That's
Oh,
what working in a restaurant is.
Yep.
I don't
You
know.
guys
Yes.
love me, and you know it.
It
I
is
Your
a-
life
so
would be
much.
boring without
You're
me.
trying to fuck Kim's wife.
This
I
sound
wish your
outside-
car would catch fire. Actually, my son's in enough trouble as is. I'm gonna have my sons set fire to your car.
Okay, I'm going to also reduce the trouble pool a little bit by what you did there. There is a 14. A 14 is a total to beat to get them to not hear the fight going on in the next. This is like if the camera is on the other side, they can see out the back. You can see out the window and
Okay.
see this thing happening. If you're trying to keep them like everything kind of copacetic and cool, what do you
Come on,
do?
Cod.
What are you doing to
My
keep
wa-
them from?
My wife can't do anything for you if she doesn't win this election, so you gotta fucking pull out all the stops.
I don't feel like duty works here because this is the restaurant and it's not me.
Mhm.
So
You could challenge your duty.
what does challenge that mean?
So a challenge means is essentially you're going against what's on your thing, which means you're gonna get triple the amount for this roll, and then you'd make a note over on the far right that it's now a D8 for the rest of the session.
Okay. D8 for the rest of the session
And-
over there like that.
Let me just
Yep.
And yeah, then what
And then
you're
you
gonna
get 3d10.
then what you're gonna do is up in your growth pool, put a 1 on the D10, like on the like right here or yeah, either side doesn't matter. So you'll have 1d10 in your growth pool,
Okay.
and you get 3d10 for the roll.
All right. I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do bar manager because that's Manny, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Even though it's a D4, I'm still
Do-
doing it for Manny.
Do you still think Manny's an easy mark? As you sort of see this happening out there?
Oh yeah, Manny's out there. It's under
I
control.
was gonna say, do you okay. Oh, true, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking
wait.
Manny's out
No, no.
there. Nothing bad's
It says
gonna happen.
your thing is thinks they've got it under control. Do you want to challenge Manny?
Challenge Manny?
You
Yeah, 'cause
challenge
maybe
your
Manny-
challenge your
Manny,
relationship,
yeah, because Manny actually
Yeah.
has it under control. Doesn't just think it.
which would give you two more D4.
Nah, I think I'm good. I don't want to challenge that right now.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do I think I want to do confident
Okay.
for the D8 because I'm confident that I can keep everybody distracted. And can I spend a plot point to create? Like, you can spend a plot point to create something, right? An asset.
You can create an asset. You can also use it to add in another, like if you want to add in another value, relationship, or asset.
Okay, yeah, I want to add an asset. I want to give the cue to the music. I'm
Okay.
assuming that there is like music playing because this
Mm-hmm.
is a high-end people. I'm gonna give a cue for them to start playing. So
Okay.
I'm gonna spend a plot point to have the music go. Be like, don't worry, I've got the drinks under control. Why don't we all listen to the music? I'll be right back. Don't you worry. I will take care
Go
of
ahead,
everything.
spend a plot point. You add a D or you roll D6.
I did for a second think that you're gonna be like, everyone over here. I'm about to perform my solo.
Yep, so roll all dice. 12. Oof, I got a 12. I need a 14 to beat, right?
Yep,
I'm gonna spend another plot point to
you're gonna get
take
2.
3.
So,
Oh, okay.
well, okay, so yeah,
So, and then I put that back to 6. I'm gonna spend that to get the D3, the D6, and the D6. And then that is choose best or keeper. How do I do
so
that?
just if you're using more than 2, I would just
Yeah.
click the 3 that you want, so that the little check mark is in the box, and then go ahead and hit check dice are total. and then just grab an
Check
effect.
this.
It won't matter the effect die in this one because this one's just does it succeed.
Check dice are effect. Then keep results. Boom.
All right. Yeah. Everyone sort of turns as the music is sort of playing. So it's almost like if the camera's in there watching as everyone starts going with the music and you're sort of talking, getting stuff doing. What are we seeing happening with the now unconscious Kenny in the main restaurant where everyone's sort of stopped now and is watching this thing that just happened?
I look at Manny and make eye contact, and I say, "Drag him behind the bar."
Yeah, I just look to Goldie and be like, y'all didn't have any plans after this, did you?
Nope.
All right. Well, for your troubles, and I just hand Goldie the wallet and it's like, all right, get his feet, Kim. And just take him out behind the bar. I think like I artfully place a couple of empty bottles around his unconscious body. And like maybe like rough him up a little bit. And I steal his shoes as well. And just chuck him on top.
Back behind the full restaurant, yeah. Okay, I was thinking like.
Oh, right, I said behind the bar.
When you said behind the bar, I'm thinking like you'd be
in the alley
over
behind the restaurant.
Yeah. I also meant behind there, but I'm not against putting him in the alley. Although I don't know if we should rough him up and take his shoes, but I won't stop.
Well, I mean, I'm not like beating him up. I'm just like I'm gonna mess up his hair a little bit. I'm gonna like rip a couple of seams on his shirt, just make it look like he got mugged.
Yeah, but I don't know. Memory, maybe. I don't know.
It's fine. The absinthe will take care of that.
I'm gonna put in those drink orders.
You go to put in those drink orders. There's no one there.
So I'm just gonna leave the slip.
Goldie is sort of sitting at the table, and like all the people who were there who'd been having some drinks and like kind of like watching and saw this thing. You look out at the bar, and a few of them are actually like slumped over on the table. And a lot of, like, several others seem like way too drunk, and then Goldie looks at you and goes, "Guess the liquor was a little too hard. You should check in on them when you have a chance."
Them meaning Kim and Manny?
Yeah, they just took him out back. He was gonna beat your ass. He's not gonna remember much tomorrow, I think.
Well, listen. Yeah, I don't really have anything here. This is a rare time. I'm speechless at the moment. When Manny comes in, can you just kind of tell him there's more drinks?
Okay. Where do you go?
Seven
Not
more.
Even a word of thanks.
I think he's gonna thank Manny at the end of the night, but right now he's just like slides the slip. He's like, "Hey, but really, Goldie, it was good to see you. And hey, that trick with the wallet, good job."
Do you want to like cut at the end of the night when it's just y'all and then probably Tuyen getting ready to leave, or does anybody want to do anything before that?
I want to, because I'm trying to get her alone. Kim is outside. I know she's occupied. I'm gonna try to like pull what is her name? Tuyen. I'm gonna try to pull Tuyen aside, for a second, like because now I know I can get full like.
Would anyone like to reduce the trouble pool?
Yes.
No, not for this scene.
No.
No, I'm not rolling the entire trouble pool for this one. If someone wants to spend
I'm good.
Okay.
Sorry, Steve. Sorry, Steve. I'm not reducing the trouble pool.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Cod. My boy.
I can't reduce it for myself, can I?
Oh, if you want to spend a plot point, you can get rid of the D8.
No, you have 6.
Yeah, I have 6. I'm gonna spend 1.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna use a cup. I'm not using the full one with her because she wouldn't be that big of a thing.
All right, so just to try to get my mind around this, I am trying to basically blackmail her to get her to help me.
A little bit. That's probably you might try to get some other ways, but like it seems like that might be a pretty good way to get her a bit safer, or rather to get you a bit safer.
Okay. I'm gonna sell out her son.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair,
so-
her husband is standing at the back of the restaurant with an unconscious guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I think Cod's gonna come up to her. The music's going when she's just kind of like gets a lull for a minute. He's gonna wait till she's specifically alone and like out of earshot of people, and he's gonna come up and be like, "Hey, I've actually been wanting to talk to you
Mhm.
about something."
Yes. What is it?
I know he would know how to put this better than me.
That's fine. Yeah,
But-
if you just wanted to give the basics.
Basically, he's gonna be like, "Hey, I've got this detective, private holiday on my ass, and you're about to be elected as an official, and I think
And like she
you
gets her back up a little bit at that, and it's just like, and
I would like you to make my problem go away if you don't if you catch my drift.
how do you think
You-
this works?
Here's how it works. I know your son's pushing drugs.
Make your roll. It probably
That's a
won't be
pretty good
hard.
line.
I rolled for shit. I rolled a
Uh,
6.
So
I-
my duty's only a D8 now, but okay. D8. I'm gonna do this is front of the house because this involves the husband. And then I am gonna do confident on this one. And I'm gonna use the last sushi. Shinobi sushi.
All right, so you'll just roll
You're using
1d4,
it
and that'll
for
get
evil?
automatically added to it. Everyone's
Yep.
Shinobi Sushi is now at a 0d4 for today.
You're using it to roll against a 6.
Yeah, well, I want to make sure I win.
There's been a lot of ones tonight. There's been a lot of ones.
That's
So-
fair.
Pretty much he's gonna be like, listen, your son's selling drugs, and like explaining how he's bringing it in and out of here, and that if this private investigator keeps being a pain in my butt, I could make this a pain in his butt. And we're gonna roll the dice. That is, hey, I got a 1, but there's a 9 in there, so
Go
we're
ahead and
gonna
grab the plot
keep.
point.
Yep. Hey, there's that plot point I've spent to reduce this.
Yeah, there's just she just goes, I'll see what I can do.
Choose
However-
best effect.
Bring up my son again, and we'll have some problems.
You got it, baby doll.
No, don't call my wife baby doll. She'll kill you.
He just walks away at that point.
Yeah, she's steamed as you walk away. She does
I'm
not
sure
look
my
happy.
tip just went to 0.
Yeah, and like frankly, you could have done. I mean, like if you want, we're not going to deal with like what she actually,
Tipped.
tipped here, or rather what the actual thing is. But you could have done like the 4 and the 4 and then the D8. Like it won't matter that she's got like a D8 on something on this one because it's just the one thing. But like you can always choose which ones you want to use. You don't always have to choose the best for total or effect. Yeah, she's pissed when you sort of leave. And again, you've got like one of the other servers.
Liz?
Oh, something sounds robotic.
Uh-oh.
That
On my
me?
end?
Ibrahim? It might have
could be
just,
me.
Nope. It might have just been a thing. Yeah, one of the other servers, Liz is just looking around going, we're going to have to call a lot of taxi. Because, like, everyone in the restaurant is really drunk all of a sudden. Like, pretty much everyone who is there. Like, everyone's been having some drinks. It's been one of those nights. All of them seem like they drank way too much.
Think they're gonna leave good tip drunks or bad tip drunks?
Goldie just sort of smiles at you and goes, well, I'm going to take off. Good luck with y'all.
Have a good one, Goldie. See you next time.
Oh, I watered down the booze like normal. Why is this?
Yeah, when you two come back in, what you're noticing again is you have a whole bunch of people really like they'd had way too much to drink.
Maybe we need to unwater down the booze. Maybe the watered down booze here is making people too confident.
Right. They're getting a little bit frisky. They're ordering way too many.
Yeah, they suddenly think they can handle 3 in a row, and they're like, well, I might as well order 7.
You won't
There
find
might
this
be
out
it.
till later, Ibrahim. I'm just gonna tell you right now that you're missing about $100 from the till.
Oh, delightful. And I gave her the wallet. I guess she didn't care. She'd already pilfered the wallet. She was always going to get hers.
Yeah.
Well,
A
maybe,
hundred.
hopefully, these politicians will leave a good big tip, and you could take it out of there.
Questions for
If
y'all. David, I probably need to take a bio break. Do you want to keep going? And
Yeah.
I would be listening, or do we want to take a bio break?
Oh, let's take a little bio.
Okay, about 10 minutes?
Sure.
5 minutes?
Sure.
10 minutes? All right, we will be back in just a little bit. I'll see you in 10. All right, sound's going again. All right. Yeah, end of that evening, you've got a lot of taxis coming in to kind of grab people who are way too drunk.
Do we pay for those?
No.
The restaurant is.
No,
Oh.
we'll put them on their tabs or something. I don't know. They'll be
Kim-
I
sent
mean,
a
they're
bill.
they're unconscious drunk, so I would just take their card and just. Oh wait,
Kim,
no
your
cards.
wife- yeah,
There's no cards
Yeah,
in this.
they're cash. Kim, you notice your wife when you see her again, like seems pissed. Like she's doing well with everybody else, but when she kind of pops out, like she pops out for a minute a couple times and just looks angry.
I guess if there's an area where like we're not in front of anybody, I'll be like Tuyen, is everything all right?
Do you know about our son?
Do I know about her son? I remember he was in some trouble, but like I don't know the full situation, right?
Well, I think you think you still think
You owe some money to that guy, but that's all I know,
you
right?
know
And
he's
then-
off the right path, knows some money. You also think Manny's been looking out for Jisun. Yeah, she just kind of looks. She's like, did you know about him
I know he's been having some trouble lately.
selling drugs?
He's what?
Selling drugs. That's what Cod told me, and it makes some sense.
Well, Cod is a piece of shit. I don't believe anything that comes out of his mouth, or anything that goes into his mouth, for that matter.
How much trouble has he gotten into? Jisun is constantly in trouble. It's been smaller stuff. Of course, it's going to at some point escalate. We have to do something.
All I know is that he owes some money to Mr. Shutt.
Now I will see who I need to talk to.
I don't know what we're doing wrong, you know?
And she just what's your highest stress?
Injured.
Which is what?
Injured. Is she gonna punch me in the face?
No. What's the die level?
Oh, a D8.
Okay. Yeah, she just kind of leans in close and goes, "You knew this, and you didn't let us know. You know how much problems this is for the family. I expected better from you. Now, this is not going to be a back and forth. This is just going to be a one-off. This may give you some more stress. It is a 15 with a D10. If anybody wants to spend 1 or 2 plot points, you can buy down the trouble pool.
You don't have to. God, that was a lot of dice.
All right. Yeah,
I'm glad I'm reconsidering my relationship with my wife, because, wow, babe.
That's a lot to throw on your plate there.
Yeah, also, like, I don't know. I do my best. I am a restaurant man. I am front of house. I'm not even the manager, god damn it.
You knew he owed money and didn't tell your wife.
It was like 7 days ago.
Yeah, you should get a grace period.
Yeah,
At least a month to tell your wife.
I don't see her that often.
Also, it's not like this is the first fucking issue that's come up with him. I feel like duty does not apply here. I am going to add a D8 to light the fire for others. I'm going to add a D8 for my son. And I'm going to add a D8 for guilty. And I'm going to preemptively be like, I have a thing where I can spend a plot point to reroll. Because in a way, this is kind of trying to make amends, right? Like, in a way. It's kind of begging forgiveness. And I'm going to spend a plot point and add a... Can we just, like, a random family member, like, maybe, like, father-in-law or something?
Yeah, if you want to bring him up.
Yeah, just gonna add a random family member, and let's see what we get. Probably not gonna be enough. What was I trying to beat again? 15?
15.
Okay. Oh. Hang on, I'm doing math.
You could also just take the D10 afraid for what's happened with your family.
Can I add a d10 if I do that?
No, it would just give you D10 afraid, which ends up becoming a thing that would turn into XP later on.
Oh, yeah. Also, oh wait, I'm spending my plot point and re-rolling any dice that I want. D, thank you. Guilty. 7. Okay, that's better. Maybe I have a shot at this now.
Though I will say, very often you do want. I mean, granted, this will be the last time we do probably with these characters, but very often you do want to accumulate stress because we'll be ending here relatively soon. But it gives you an opportunity to have scenes with other people and then get rid of it to turn it into XP.
Well, I matched her, but a tie is still a loss in this game. So
You take a D10, take D10 afraid.
Oh God, I fear my wife, my
Yep.
strong wife, so much.
What's going on with Cod and Manny during this time?
I think I'm just like aggressively cleaning up the bar area and just like pointedly not looking at or talking to Cod.
Well, that's funny because Cod is done with all his stuff and comes and sits like literally where you're wiping. He just sits down. It's like, hey man, Manny, hey, thank you for always having my back. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah? Oh, that means so much to hear from you. What the fuck was that, Cod?
What was what?
Why are you trying to make stuff worse? We're just trying to get through the night and you're instigating.
I don't know. To be fair, I kind of just do things. I don't think about them.
That's your problem. We all know that. You gotta think.
But yeah, you're right.
There's way too much heat in this bar between the PIs and the political types, or excuse me, not in this bar, in this restaurant, between the PIs and the political types. One day you're going to get burned, Todd, and there's not going to be anyone there to save your goat.
Well.
Then you're going to have burned goat.
Nobody likes burned goat, Cod.
When my fish gets fried, it gets fried. I don't know what to say. But
I don't know what that means.
It was trying to be funny about my name, Cod. No, fish fried fish. Whatever, man. But hey, honestly though, I do appreciate you, and I'm not gonna get a tip tonight, but tomorrow when I get a tip, I'll cover whatever was stolen for you.
Manny, roll your 2 stress.
Yep.
Cod, what you're going to do is you're going to put together a thing like normal, and that's going to be against Manny's stress to maybe get... Basically, we can see this as sort of a scene between 2 of the characters, a stress relief scene, which could get rid of one of Manny's stress dice, which turns it into XP.
Whoa. Ugh. Okay, well, whatever. I know it's a 6 and a 3. I know it's a 9.
Okay.
All right. So 6 and 3.
Basically, you have to beat a 9.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do justice. I'll give people what they've got coming to them, because Manny's got my back, so I'm always gonna make sure he's okay, covered. I think that kind of fits there. Bar manager, which is a D4. I don't have the best relationship with Manny. And then I'm gonna do in over my head because everything about this is over my head and I just seem to not care. Roll all dice. I think I'm gonna fail this. I'm just gonna accept the failure.
Or do you want to spend a plot point to help out Manny?
To help out Manny?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll spend a plot. Yep.
which means Manny, you would lose one of your probably angry is my guess. That would turn into growth.
Oh, yay.
Okay.
So one-on-one scenes with another player character can give them an opportunity to stress relieve, which means because your highest stress die at the end of a session also goes into your growth pool. So if you build up a bunch of stress and then have some one-on-one scenes with each other, you're able to then not only connect, sometimes challenge each other's relationships in those ones, which gives you more XP, and then uh, build up more stress and challenging.
Okay.
Self-sustaining economy.
Yep.
So I think Cod actually genuinely likes Manny. Like, I don't think it's an act when he's talking to Manny. I don't know why, but I get that vibe off of what just happened.
Fair. I don't know if it's reciprocated at this point.
It's all good.
It was once upon a time.
That guy's so terrible. I hate him.
I mean, this is a serial wife cheater. Or not. No, it's a serial homewrecker, I guess. Right? Yeah, that's kind of what this is.
I mean, not on purpose, because it's just anyone.
Just anyone, just anything with a pulse.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. He
Mm.
just flirts with everybody. He can't help himself.
How clippable do you think this episode's going to be? Should I go through it?
How what?
Clippable?
This seems clippable. To me.
Probably. I think this one and the last one probably. I think. Do anybody want to have a scene before we will end for the evening?
Is Kim gonna confront Cod about like what he did to his wife?
I mean, to be fair, my main issue has been resolved because I was worried that you were trying to take my wife away from me, but instead you were just trying to blackmail her. Although she didn't even tell me that part, so I don't even know that. All I know is that you told her that my son is dealing drugs, which you didn't tell me. Which, I mean, I can't blame you for trying to get her alone for that, and I can't blame you for not telling me because we're not good coworkers with one another. So
Okay.
I feel no need to confront you.
And Manny is safe. No one knows.
All
For
right.
now.
Any final scenes before end of night?
Trying to think if there would be like an interesting scene to have between Manny and Kim.
I was also thinking that. Do you want to try to give it a shot, or should we just?
Yeah, well, we can try and poke around that bear and see if we can wake it up.
Yeah, sure. Would you want to do like a post closing, like everyone's gone and we're just maybe drinking something?
Yeah, we're here in that post-closing space. Oh, what a night.
I can't believe that Cod knows that my son is dealing drugs and I didn't know.
Drops the bottle. Whoops.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with that, man.
Yeah, Butterfingers. I'm just I'm real tired after choking a man out.
Great job, by the way. I don't know what I would do without you.
Yeah, great job with that armbar thing.
Thank you. I need to work out more.
Yeah, I mean, next time I would try to get both arms, and so that they can't choke you with the other one.
That's the problem. I know Cod and I aren't good, and I hate him so much. But I feel like he should be the one to tell me that my son is doing drugs, not my like go to my wife about it. You know, like I feel like at the very least he should feel comfortable enough to tell me that.
You want God to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean.
But you heard that sentence when I said it, right?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't hear it when you said it, but I heard it when you brought attention to it.
Yeah. Listen, sometimes drugs are not that bad. So there's that. You know, could be pushing nicotine. That's normal. That's fine. That's a drug.
I don't think if he was selling loose cigarettes, my Cod would feel the need to tell my wife about it. where did he find this out? And like, also, he works here. Where is he doing? My son works here kind of a little bit, right?
Does your son work
He's
here?
he's
Oh,
around. He shows up.
Yeah.
He's sometimes picked up a little extra money helping
Yeah.
here and there.
He works here and, there and all over the place, but where does he where is he getting drugs?
There's some real degenerates in this town. I've heard tell of this real shady fella, big guy, tall guy, lanky, real long, just a real long human. Dave Coop
Mr. Shutt?
something. No, some other guy. He's real
Dave.
low life. Davin, Davin, whatever. Might be German. I don't know. Real slimy guy. Davenport, that's the dude. You gotta watch your kids around fellas like that. They know there's an untapped market.
Well, I was going to say I don't think he's using, but I apparently don't know anything about him. Hey, you're close with him. Could you talk with him? I'm going to try to talk with him, but like I feel like maybe it'd be better coming from someone he considers more, he respects more.
Yeah, of course. Whatever the kid tells me, comes straight to you.
I just don't want him going down the same path his grandfather went down.
He died.
No, prison actually.
Right.
Maybe that was the issue. We did take him to see his grandfather in prison quite a bit.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Rubs off on folks.
If we were continuing with this next week, I would have Ibrahim roll to get rid of one of Nessa's stress, but I would have Nessa roll to put stress on Manny.
All right.
Because occasionally,
Yeah.
we won't worry about it right now because we'll be going back to.
I like that though.
Yeah, I love the stuff where it's stress relief for one person and it's only stressful for the other person. It's hilarious when that happens. All right.
No.
Anything else before we call it a night?
No.
All right. So that evening is
good.
people driving home. You like later on after everyone goes up, there's just a point where in the back Kenny wakes up. Oh my fucking! What happened? What happened? Just looks kind of confused and then sort of stumbles off into the night. Let people know where we can find all you wonderful folk.
Ahoy! My name is Ibrahim. You can find me everywhere on the internet at cosmic_e. But don't have a lot of pots and a lot of fires, and I messed up that saying, so we're not going to worry about it. But if I did, it would be at cosmic_e.
Nice. I am Nessa. You can find me everywhere under Loch Nessa. LOCHNEASSA. I'm around. I do stuff. You ever want to go to an open mic? Hit me up.
If I live in New York, I'll get a hold of you.
There you go.
I am Steve. I am the Dragon X everywhere on socials and whatnot. I am on Beards and Barbarians on Friday nights. You can catch me there. Saturday, we record the Ronin's Den podcast. We post that to YouTube on Sunday mornings. And I'm here. So, yeah, I'm on a lot of places. Got a lot going on. But, yeah, that's where you can find me.
And I'm Michael. I'm Improv GM everywhere, and we will catch you later.